Good morning. It's still morning, sort of. So it's been a minute since I've made a meditation mindset video. And the title for this one today is Stop Meditating and Do This Instead. So it's kind of misleading, but again, it's just about shifting energy. So when you're meditating, and picturing things and feeling the feelings and all of those things, especially when you're feeling the feelings, sometimes a picture or a feeling of what you want can be difficult to manifest because you didn't get rid of the old karmic energy and the karmic loops that you're working with before you started manifesting. So that's why the title is Stop Meditating and Do This Instead, because you want to get rid of that old energy first. So it's really just as simple as everything inside of you and outside of you that's stopping you from having the awareness you need to have. Will you delete and destroy it, please? Just becoming aware, asking yourself, being willing to be aware of what is stopping you from manifesting what you want. What karmic loops are you continuing in your life? Becoming aware of them is really important, like I said, because I guess that's a little noisy. I'm outside today and it's a beautiful day, but I guess there's probably going to be some noise out here. This is my home in Nelson, BC. And yeah, hopefully you're all having a really beautiful day too, and the weather's really good wherever you are. So when you're manifesting, let's say you are trying to manifest a certain amount of money and you're picturing it and you're feeling the feelings and all of those things, but in the back of your mind, in the back of your thoughts, maybe you feel like you don't deserve that amount of money, or maybe you feel like you can't have it, or maybe you feel like it's bad to have that kind of money, or maybe you feel like it's going to stop you from becoming the person you want to be, or whatever thoughts you're having. So if somebody says to you, what would stop you from having, let's just say $1 million, what would stop you from having that? Or maybe the question is more like, what's good about having $1 million? And we think about all the things that are good, but what about all the things that we feel like are bad about having that? Personally, right? What comes up for you if you think about having that $1 million? What comes up for you personally? What comes up for you energetically? What comes up for you emotionally? Is it all good? Or have you really dug into that? Have you really looked for what is, what might be bad about that? So for me personally, I found a really interesting belief that if I have money, that people will think I don't care about them. So that was my personal one that I needed to work on and get rid of. So what's your personal belief? What's your personal belief about what happens if you have money? And then work on deleting and destoring that. Delete, destory, uncreate across all times, dimensions, spaces, and realities. Everywhere I bought and sold the lie that if I have money, that people will think I don't care about them. all Pod Poc, all 12 boy shorts and beyonds. Everything inside of you and outside of you, everywhere you are fighting for or against having that certain amount of money, just release that. Delete and destory that. Uncreate it. Will you be willing to do that now? And just take a deep breath and feel that shift. Do you feel that shift? So take some time today to write down what comes up for you. And it doesn't have to be about money. It can be about relationships, your career, the place like where you want to be in your life, where you live, whatever it's about. What comes up for you if you actually have that thing in your life? Okay, because we can manifest all we want and we can think about all the good things about it all we want, but there's still, if it's not happening for you, there's still a karmic loop. There's still a belief. There's still something deep down that is stopping you. So that's why you want to get really clear on what it is. And that's how you get really clear on what it is. You write down, what would be the bad thing about having this in my life? Okay, because that's a belief that's not serving you. And it's certainly not serving you in your meditations or your manifestation time. So that being said, everything inside of you and outside of you that's stopping you from receiving what it is you want to have, delete and destory that now, please. And everything inside of you and outside of you that you're fighting for or against to have the oh my gosh, I just totally lost my thought. Everything inside of me and outside of me that's stopping me from having my thoughts. Will you delete and destory that now? Huh. That's interesting. Well, maybe it just wasn't supposed to be said, but everything that you are, all of the energy that's holding you back and pushing you towards this belief that isn't serving you, will you delete and destory that now, please? I think that's all I wanted to say. If anybody has anything that they want to delete and destory with me, if you have any comments you want to make, if you want to do this energy work with me while I'm live and online, feel free to comment. I would be happy to do this with you. And if not, just like I said, take some time today to write down all of the things that would be stopping you from having what it is you want. So that when you meditate, when you take time to focus and manifest, then you'll actually be getting somewhere. Does that make sense? I think next time I'm on here, whenever I'm on here, I think we're going to talk about karmic loops a little bit more, because we've talked about energetic pulls between humans before, and the four power plays that people have when they interact with each other. And I really feel like we need to maybe just talk about karmic loops and how we get rid of those karmic loops in our lives. I think I'm not going to meditate with you guys today. I think that I want you to take some time to write down what it is that's stopping you from what you want to have in your life. And then I think we'll meditate tomorrow or when I'm on here next. Okay. Thank you for joining me today. And I will see you all next time. I hope that's helpful information for you. If there's something that you don't understand, please let me know and I will do my best to explain it. But I think it's pretty simple. It's just that doing the work is simple, but not easy. Especially a lot of us, it's hard for us to tune into our emotions about a certain thing. But it's really worth it. If you take some time to do that today, it's really worth it because it really helps you feel so much more freedom in the area that you want to feel freedom in. Okay, that's it. I'll see you guys later.